this weekend. This weekend here we said, what could we do, from the list that we feel could really move the needle? Something that we know could be super, super important. So, are you guys ready for an announcement? Okay. So, we are just so excited, to announce an initiative that hasn't happened here in North America just yet. And there is a quote by John C. Maxwell that I know you're all familiar with. It says, as everything rises and falls on what? Leadership. So, from the whole list that we wanted to tackle, we said, let's go ahead and start with something that we know is going to be so foundational to the rest of the year and to the rest of the next coming years. And let's make it a standard here in North America. And so we're excited to announce this weekend our very first leadership retreat. Can I get a round of applause for that? Everything rises and falls on leadership. And so, we looked at the different ranks, in the plan and just, really identified one cornerstone that it's all built upon. Do you guys know what rank that is? Sapphire, absolutely. Sapphire is a cornerstone to so many of the ranks here at Jeunesse. If you go Sapphire, you can teach multiple people to go Sapphire, and before you know it, you're hitting those director ranks and higher. And so we are just so excited to introduce our very first Sapphire retreat happening in North America in the very first quarter of this year, okay? And we are taking this leadership retreat, this Sapphire retreat, to an incredible, incredible state. But beyond the state, it is one of the most incredible cities, in my opinion, in the U.S. It's absolutely beautiful. It's scenic. And there is just so many great things you could do in this city. And it is my personal native Scottsdale, Arizona. All right. Scottsdale, Arizona is filled with beautiful, beautiful resorts. For those of you who like to play golf, anybody like to play golf? Lots of greenery out there. And they're one of the most beautiful resorts and epic resorts. It's really an icon in Scottsdale, is the Fairmont Princess. It's been known for many, many years. You guys can check it out. I won't spend too much time on that. It's happening this May. We'll be releasing the dates here in, just in the next week or so, finalizing that. But again, it is at the Scottsdale, and the qualification starts today, January 15th. Okay, so everything moving forward counts for it, and it will end on March 15th. Okay, so here's the deal. This is exclusively for the first 100 people that qualify for this retreat. The reason being for this is because we really want to get hands-on, okay? We want to get intimate. We want to get hands-on. It is going to be an experience. I mean, we are working on that agenda now. We are tailoring it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So, do you guys want to know what the qualifications are? Yeah? All right. Let's talk about it. Okay, and by the way, I just want to give Jeunesse just some major kudos because we wanted to make these qualifications, as simple as possible and as strategic as possible and definitely reachable. It is absolutely simple for you to get on. You just simply need to make a decision this weekend, right now, that you are going to be at that Sapphire retreat. So, with that said, you got to be a Sapphire, number one, to be on this trip. So if you're not a Sapphire, what's one of your goals coming out of this weekend? Go Sapphire, right? And then if you're already a Sapphire, okay, you can participate on this retreat as well. All you have to do is two things. One, you got to create some new personal group volume, okay, starting today through March 15th. And then the second thing you have to do is have new enrollment volume, okay? Now, that means that you simply got to go out there and sponsor some folks. Again, 1/3 of Americans are looking for an opportunity like Jeunesse, okay? And as you're sponsoring people, okay, that the volume that comes from those new enrollments counts towards your retreat. So as you see there's different tiers. If you have 4,000 in personal group volume, 1,000 of the 4 does need to come from new enrollment volume. You automatically qualify to go. And if you have 6,000 in volume, and also, you've got the 1,000 in enrollment volume, you also qualify to go. You get a private room, $250 in airfare voucher, and it's that simple. Now, For my directors in hire, okay? Directors in hire, you too get to come to the Sapphire retreat. Okay, now I just want to point out again, it's for the first 100 people. So make it a goal. Let's get qualified ASAP. And as long as you have 3 people that qualify for this trip, okay, and you also have 1,000 in enrollment volume, you get to join us in Scottsdale, Arizona. Is that pretty cool? Absolutely. So I really hope that most of you here, that everybody here makes a decision this weekend to be on this trip. Again, it's happening in Scottsdale. You can look it up. It's an amazing, amazing city. But again, I want to stress, only 100 spots available. It's going to be intimate. It's going to be hands-on. It is going to be a trip you absolutely won't forget. And I can assure you that being at that trip, I know that those Sapphires, after the training we're going to do and the experiences we're going to live together, Ruby is next. Emerald will be next. Diamond will be next. So, make it to this trip because it might be your very first and only Sapphire retreat because many higher ranks away for you guys. Is that exciting? Yeah. Absolutely. So, we're just excited. It's going to be awesome. So, coming out of this weekend, we got to run. We got to make it happen. And, like I said, I want to just give kudos to Janess, super generous in just making all this happen. And this really comes down to our mission. Our mission here at Janess is to create a positive impact in the world by helping people just be their very, very best. Everywhere we go, we want to leave Janess a better place, including Dallas, Texas, okay? As you guys know, there is a major initiative here at Janess that is at the very heart and soul, specifically of our founders, and that is Janess Kids. How do you guys just absolutely love the heart of Janess?